Hello, and welcome back to N Raghav TV for yet another video. Not Barcelona this time, but Man United. Alongside me, I have Sadanand, who is a Manchester United fan. The look on his face says it that he is a Manchester United fan. So today, collaboration offline with something which we haven't heard for like the past 2-3 years, but good to have you, and hopefully a fruitful conversation about something you wouldn't want to talk about. And let's get started with the video. Let's start with you. Let's start about United and this season. What do you think about United and what has been happening this season?
It's been a very shaky season, but here's the thing, I still have hopes for them.
It's the hope that kills you, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm looking like this. I woke up to 4-0. I slept last night. I didn't watch the Liverpool game. Usually I'd be very excited for Liverpool games. I come from a family where we have fans of Liverpool, Chelsea, United, City, obviously nobody cares, Barca, all of that. So my cousin and I usually used to watch the game, the derby together, and I haven't gotten a message from him, surprisingly. I think he's just too cocky now to even acknowledge how our season's going. But yeah, how is our season? How is your season going? Do you want to dig the grave?
There are positives to our season, but still a long way to go. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. But United, the tunnel has just begun. Hopefully, with
Okay,
Ten
light
Haag.
at the end of our tunnel is Ten Haag. For now.
But wasn't that Moyes years before, Mourinho years before? Then maybe potentially Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Okay, unpopular opinion, but Ole was actually a good manager for us.
I'd agree to
He's
that.
very underrated to start off with. He shouldn't have gotten sacked this season. It's okay. Everyone would, I'm just saying what everyone's thinking and isn't ready to accept. And Ragnick has done a very good job on paper, but it's not how United is supposed to play. How we have been this season is nothing. None of our morals have been kept up. None of our principles have been uplifted, and the rest of the team just looks like they don't want to play anymore, which has more to do with the whole morale of the dressing room than anything. And do I give one more unpopular opinion? Ronaldo was a mistake for United. Amazing player, obviously one of the greatest of all times, but not the right fit for United. Even when Ole was there, even when Ragnick is there, even when Ten Haag is there. I've read that Ten Haag is ready to let him go when he comes, and that shows that, however good a player is, obviously I'd never say no to Ronaldo, but the fact that we had to get him to even save our season, he's still our top goal scorer, and that wouldn't have been the case. Sancho was supposed to be the headliner for this season, and Ronaldo kind of took his spotlight, and he did what Ronaldo does. He did him, but that didn't help us at all. And I'm sure, Ronaldo being a part of the team is part of why Ole got sacked, because he couldn't fit him in. He couldn't make sure that
Benching him makes a big issue, right?
exactly, because his ego is hurt. His ego is bigger than the team,
Yeah.
and as professional as he is, that's inevitable. When you're that big, your ego is going to be that, hurt. So, United season. How would you rate United season out of a 10?
I'd go 3 or 4, but I'll still wait till the end of the season because you really don't know who's going to finish top 4.
Top 4 is a race of clowns, dude.
Looks like all the three teams don't want to finish in the top 4. So I'll wait till the end of the season. If United somehow magically come top 4, then I'll give it a 5, or generously 5.
Okay, yeah, same actually. I'd say 5. Even if we don't finish top 4, considering how shaky we have been, our results have not been how we've been playing. We've been very lucky with a few results, and we've been very what's the right word for it? Very
Underwhelming.
no, that's not that's a given. Very, I'm not getting the right word. Very sad. Because obviously this season was supposed to be, we finished. Where did we finish last season?
You finished
Third?
Third.
Yeah, so second, third, and now 7th. I'd honestly take a Conference League spot. at this point just because we need a rebuild. And Ten Haag is, I mean, he won. I mean, he almost won the Europa League with Leicester. Right? Or did he win the Europa League with Leicester? Not Leicester. Shit.
Ajax.
Sorry.
No, yeah, they got no.
He had a
got
very good
knocked
run in
out.
the
Yeah,
Europa League when he was the manager there first. Then he got promotion to the Champions League, and then 2 seasons later was when he had that. So he's obviously going to take time. And knowing United fans, they're not going to give him the time. I've seen Twitter. It's a mosh pit of emotions there. So Ten Hag is going to be the one thing that I guess keeps me going. I've not been excited to watch United games this season. Same thing, even yesterday I was damn tired, but I would usually push myself and watch the game no matter what. And I just didn't feel like staying up. I mean, I didn't see the point. I knew we were going to lose. It was either 2-0 or 3-0. I didn't think it would be 4-0. But anyway, that's where we are now. So United is one very sensitive topic. It's like a toxic girlfriend who you don't want to get rid of, but you're really into.
Makes sense. Talking about the Ten Hag thing, I mean, you said it's the light at the end. It's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. But with Ten Hag, there's going to be a lot of changes that you need to make, because the way Ten Hag plays football, I would say there are like only 2 or 3 players in your current squad who can play that kind of football.
He's a very sophisticated manager.
Possession based.
Exactly. So, that's not what United stands for.
Exactly.
To start off, but from what I've read, he has been very hands-on with the board and put his foot down. And the board usually doesn't give in to that. So if they are giving in to that, that means they're willing to change, and that's a good change. And the Glazers are not someone. From analytics point of view, sports analytics point of view, those guys are, the Glazers are one of the best, not one of the best, but they're up there as owners. They just, okay, I can't swear, right? They're just a very bad football club owner, right? So that's one of the main reasons we are in this situation, because they've not been able to take executive decisions, and the footballing decisions they've taken from a money point of view, which has ruined the club. So unless they can fix that, which Ten Hag can, he has proved. Ajax is a very fan-friendly club, so that is one reason why everyone backed him. That the Champions League run they had that season will undoubtedly be one of the best runs any team will ever have, not has, will. Right? So if he can do that with a team like Ajax, there is no say what he can do with United as long as he is himself. Same thing happened with Mourinho. He had to change how he plays, and then there was a whole Pogba thing, which is why he just declined United. He was, from Moyes' days, he is he is the best on paper manager that we had.
He won Europa League with Chris Smalling, Erik Bailly, and
they're a very underrated
exactly.
team. Jones, I don't know why. I just feel bad for him. I know why, obviously. He came out, he didn't want a testimonial because he felt he didn't have a connect with the fans, which is damn sad for someone who's been in the club for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? Smalling was again not utilized properly. Bailly is still not utilized properly. Right? So it's just a matter of getting the players together and getting all the people in the club to think from a footballing point of view. That's what's happening with you guys now. You guys went under. You guys.
Yeah.
Sorry. Xavi knows what he's doing. Ish.
It's fine.
So yeah.
So my opinion on Ten Hag would be, I think it will be very like 1% of it, 1% of the population. I think it's a I think it would be a mistake from Ten Hag's perspective, because United is more of a brand than a club.
Yeah.
So if you look at the way that Ten Hag has worked with Ajax, he's bought like very few players. 90%, most of the players that he has have been from the youth academies, have been born and brought up in that Cruyffian philosophy, and that's how he implements it, and he brings out the quality in those players. Like you look at De Jong, you look at the De Ligt, then now if you look at the current team, you have Antony, then there's Gravenberch, all those kind of players. But if you look, when he comes to United, First of all, at Ajax, the pressure of winning a European trophy is not that much. It's not expected of Ajax to go and win a Champions League. Obviously, they're expected to win, of course. Their league they've been dominating for years, no doubt. But if you coming to United straight away when he walks in next season, his first agenda on the list would be top four and a decent Champions League run.
Okay, two things.
Second, I'll finish off. Then Champions League run. But to implement his play style, he needs at least 7 to 8 more players minimum. In the current squad, I wouldn't say even De Gea wouldn't fit his philosophy.
Definitely won't.
So you need, I mean, Henderson, he hasn't played a lot, so I'm not sure how he's going to fit in. So you need a keeper maybe. Then Varane is the only centre back who can potentially play the kind of football. Then maybe Dalot at right back. And who else? Midfielders, none of them can play the way Ten Hag wants you to. Van de Beek, yeah, if he can, one, okay, four, now we have Varane, Dalot, Van de Beek. And then forwards, I think it's Sancho will definitely fit in. Rashford, I'm not sure.
For now.
For now.
Okay, first thing, going back to what you were saying. Ten Hag, first of all, when you're playing in any competition, irrespective of what team you are, your aim is to win. So him being in Ajax and winning this thing is not expected, sure, but his philosophy would have been, yes, I am here to win it. That mentality is what needs to come back to United. That mentality is gone from United. Them playing against Liverpool yesterday, I'm sure if I watch the highlights now, I can say, okay, they were playing just for the heck of it. They weren't in. They didn't know it was a derby.
I mean, the lineup itself showed that they were there to just not concede goals.
Yeah, half of our team was out, no?
Yeah.
I'm guessing we played 5 at the back.
Yeah, back five with Van Bissaka at left wing back and
What?
it was Lindelof, Maguire, Jones.
Okay.
Then it was in the midfield. It was Van Bissaka at left wing back,
Oh.
Dalot at right wing back. Then Matic, Pogba, Bruno ahead, and then Rashford and Ilanga. Then Pogba went off injured, so Lingard came in. Fred was out. McTominay was not there.
Okay. It's very sad lineup for all. Anyway, so
Yes.
first, whenever you play a competition, you are in it to win it. Okay, so
For
that
sure.
mentality needs to come back. That's gone from United. Second, what did you say?
Second is the thing of, I mean, expectation levels plus the players and his philosophy.
He doesn't care about that. From what I've seen, okay, United's the biggest club in the world, whatever, that's not going to get to him. So if he can stick to his roots and who he is as a manager, he's a very interesting study. He's what, in his 50s. He's a very young, successful manager. It takes years for someone to get to the level he is. Mourinho got to the level he was when he was in his late 50s, right? And other than that, what, Pep is in his 50s? Klopp is also in his 50s. No, Klopp is on almost 60.
Yeah.
So, exactly. So, he is a very young manager who can actually bring back the United way of playing, which is why I am excited. Ole, I didn't think he could do that. Mourinho is definitely not a United manager. Moyes was just unlucky. Look at him now, right? I don't know if you've seen, but Fergie in his autobiography wrote a lot about Moyes. I've read his biography, and the way he spoke about Moyes, literally, it was a passing of the baton to him, right? And it's sad that it didn't work out, but it should have worked out. Moyes should have still been United's manager with the way he manages and the things he used to do. He's showing that with West Ham now, and West Ham have done so well this season. They're having a dream run. If they win the Europa League, it's going to be massive for them, because then what? Champions League? I don't think they've ever played in the Champions League.
Even I haven't heard.
Yeah, so them being in that state is only because of what Moyes has done for the last 3 years. So again, manager mentality is what matters. Ragnick is here as a consultant, whatever. So interim manager, I didn't have any the day we appointed him, I knew it was the season. Just for the sustenance, right? If they were actually serious, they would have gone all out for Zidane. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If they were, Zidane not knowing English is, immaterial, right? He knows French, he knows Spanish, I've heard.
Yeah.
So more than enough. Half the dressing room is there. And next,
Plus
players.
he's a serial winner.
That. Yes. So, players for United. De Gea can adapt. He is one of those versatile goalkeepers who does not stick to his I mean, case in point, penalties this season, penalties last season, right? Until this season he had let in almost every penalty he faced. This season he's top 3. That was 3 on the books. He stopped 2 more which were disallowed for some weird reason or retaken, whatever. So De Gea is someone who is very versatile and can adapt to any team. That being said, Henderson will fit Ten Hag's thing much better because Henderson is that kind of player and he's young. So Henderson can wait. Next, defense. Varane, yes. Maguire, as much as I dislike the player this season, he will fit his team, but not as a captain. He is not captain material. Okay, wing backs, yeah, we need new wing backs. Dalot, if he has a drive to improve, definitely will fit in. Otherwise, he won't. Wan-Bissaka will walk like how he walks usually. Left back, we don't have anyone. Brandon Williams, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know how he's playing in Norwich. Midfield, I'm excited for Donny to be back. He had a very meh run in Everton. I mean, he's having a meh run in Everton, but he will definitely be happy to be back. I'm guessing that's the only reason he stayed. Otherwise, he would have just wanted to leave. Pogba's going to go. Bruno is Bruno. He'll definitely fit. Ronaldo is probably leaving. Or I low-key want Ronaldo to be a part of the coaching staff. That's the way he should go. Not, leave as a player or come back as in the part of the coaching staff. I read that Van Persie might come back as a coaching staff.
That's interesting.
So if he stays long enough and Rooney becomes a part of the coaching staff, I will be living my dreams.
I mean, Davi just got relegated right to League One, so
he's definitely going to be there for at least
going
another season. And him, the way he talks as a manager is so charismatic and moving. Did you see how he reacted after the relegation? It's amazing to be, that young and manage a team with so many complications, right? And he fought till the end. So, that. And midfield, who else is there in midfield? Who can fit? Lingard is leaving.
You have James Garner.
James Garner is an interesting prospect. James Garner and even Timothy Fosu. Did he leave or no? He's on loan. He's on loan in Birmingham. So both of them, if they get a little more experience, probably a year's more loan, they will be ready for United. As well as our youth players. See, that's the thing. Our youth academy is literally one of the best in the world. So I don't see why Ten Haag will not use that. And we will definitely have a very low budget next season. With the whole stadium renovation and the Glazers being Glazers, that will actually help Ten Haag prove his point. And our youth academy is something that is not to be messed with. I'm guessing they would have won the match against Liverpool, the under 23s or the under 18s. Definitely they would have won against Liverpool. I hope they did. I don't want to look like a fool. But they're in the FA Cup final. The youth team's in the FA Cup final. And the women's team is playing very well. The women's team is again one of the best. Not the best. They're up there, obviously. But the whole United thing is that we will get there one day and the men's team is just shit right now.
Okay, so it's interesting times for you coming up with Ten Hag and complete revamp hopefully, because Fabrizio reported saying that Ten Hag will be looking to sell at least 6 to 7 players minimum.
That should have been done years ago, but yes. As sad as it is, it should have been done years ago. Those guys have not played for the badge. I'm sorry, yesterday also they don't have played for the badge. They just came there, vibes.
Hopefully, anything else you want to say about United?
I want to come back and see this a year from now. Or you know what? I want to do this a year from now again, so that we see how right we were or wrong we were.
Definitely will do it.
Okay, 2 shameless plugs then. One, I have a podcast, Talking with Arun and Sadanand. Arun, if you're listening to this, we need to work. 2, my research. Can I plug that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, I am currently doing research on profile building for players. Started off for only youth players, but now I have transitioned to players in general. It's to help youth academies analyze their player properly. So, if anyone is up to getting an analysis of themselves from a proper mental perspective, I'll explain it to you when you guys eventually have a session. Takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes. How long is that session?
15 minutes yesterday.
Yeah?
Tops. Yeah.
Okay, so give or take half an hour, 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I will put you in scenarios and see how you react, and then give you a analysis of who you are as a footballer on the field mentally. And yeah, that's basically my research. So if you are interested in knowing more about it, you can reach out to me whenever. Are you going to put my socials? Or
Yeah, I'll leave all the links down, all the podcast, Instagram, and all the links down. So do check it out.
Perfect. And if you're from Bangalore or anything, feel free to reach out to me at any time to figure stuff out. I also have, man, I have a lot of things going on. I have this, I won't say startup, but a project going on. It's called Bangalore Art Company, which is for artists. So artists our age get to come, put their work up on showcase, and even sell their work. So we've done a bunch of events in Taj, and we are planning on expanding. So if you are a Chennai artist, I would love to start off in Chennai, and if you're a Bangalore artist, please feel free to reach out to me. We are Bangalore Art Company on Instagram, and we're making a website, so we'll have a website soon. And yeah, so you can check us out, check me out, and anything. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so
Shameless plugs, 3 shameless plugs.
it's fine. It's fine. You're supposed to do these things when you're doing stuff together. So so if you like the video, do like, share, subscribe. Of course, all the usual things. And 23 minutes. Wow, good conversation.
Let's see how long it comes to.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.